everyone, welcome back to Art a la Carte, and in this episode I'm going to be talking about some of my favorite art related things for the month of January. So my plan is at the end of each month is to kind of do a little favorites, some of the things that I find myself using a lot more or new things that I've just kind of discovered, because I always get questions from you guys asking what are my favorite pens or paints and blah 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 blah, so I thought I will do it in kind of a monthly installment. So for my first favorite is this new kind of paper that I picked up, and it's actually I think scrapbooking paper, but it's by the brand of Coordinations, and it's their premium cardstock. And when I got it, I thought it would actually be like cardstock, like really thick, but I was surprised by what I actually got. So it's this really super transparent paper, kind of like tracing paper, but much thicker and sturdier. Like I don't think I could I could rip it if I tried really hard, but it's not that fragile. It's got a really kind of a fuzzy, kind of a foggy appearance, but then when you put it up next to something, it really shines through. And I haven't had a chance to play around with it too much. I just began playing with it, and I've got some really kind of fun ideas for this paper. So I've really been enjoying playing around with it a little bit, and can't wait to see what I can kind of come up with on this. So sometimes when you buy art supplies, they're not what you think they are, but don't give up on them, because they might find a treasure, like a diamond in the rough of art supplies. Next paper related item is my newest sketchbook. So I've got this Moleskine sketchbook, and as you can tell, I have just started it. So it has just a few drawings in the very front here. If you're on my Instagram, you probably have seen a couple of these. So I'm excited. I just finished a sketchbook tour of my latest sketchbook, so if you haven't checked that out, I'll put a link to that in the description box below. I think it's fun to look at people's new sketchbooks, so I am super excited to be filling this one out. And it just came, just blank like this, and I put these two stickers. I got these when I was in Hong Kong at Disneyland, and they're super cute, and they're Tsum Tsums. Ha, how cute is that? The last paper related item is this new little notebook that I got. I got a Kawaii Box subscription for 1 month, just because simply it was the Totoro Kawaii Box, and it came with a whole bunch of Totoro related things, and one of them is this little new notebook, which I'm super excited to begin putting and keeping notes and your guys' ideas for new tutorials. So if you have any suggestions for tutorial ideas or things that you would like to see how I draw, or challenges, anything like that, leave those in the comment section below. Yeah, I'm super excited. I think this is so cute. So if you'd like to see the other things that I got in the Kawaii box that are Totoro related, let me know in the comments, and I will do a little video kind of showing the unboxing of these fun things. Alright, let's talk about utensils. What have been my favorite utensils for this month? Well, if you watch any of my videos, you know that I generally make my original sketches out with a colored pencil. And the colored pencils that I use are the Prismacolor Cool Erase, and I just got a brand new color. So originally I had just the red, Carmine red, and then I purchased just a regular blue, and then the newest one I got is the terracotta, which is kind of a brown one. So I've just started, I think I got this like last week, so I really like using these. People ask me all the time, why do you draw with a colored pencil? There's a lot of reasons, but mainly I do it just because I'm weird. I like it because it sets apart the sketch lines from my finalized lines. And the nice thing about the Cool Erase is, as long as you don't push really hard on the pencil, you can erase the colored pencils off of the paper. If you need a little help with erasing, I always love my trusty little click eraser. So this is one of my favorites. I use gummy erasers a lot too, but this one's I don't know. I like it. I like the clicking sound. Oftentimes I will just sit at my desk and click the click eraser for that clicking enjoyment. I don't know. For inking, I have always been a huge Sakura Micron fan, loved them, but in the last month or two have really gotten into using my Copic multiliner. Not that it has totally replaced the Micron, but I enjoy both of them. This one has a really good flow and a nib to it. So this one is a size 0.3, and this one here is a 0.1, but I have actually a gazillion of them. I keep them all in here. But these are my favorites because they are permanent inks and they don't smudge with watercolor or other things like Copic markers. that brings us to probably my favorite art supply so far, which is my new markers. As you guys have known, I have just gotten into using alcohol-based markers. About a year or so ago, I started with the Spectrum Noir markers and then finally made the leap to getting some Copic markers. And as you guys can see, I'm having a few other ones in here. So I have a few Winsor & Newton Pro markers, and I'm just starting to test them out to see how I like them. I will be doing a video about them coming up hopefully next week sometime. I just kind of want to play with them just a little bit more to kind of get used to them. And yeah, so this is my go-to art medium for right now, just because this is something that I'm learning. For those of you who enjoy the watercolors and other things like that, don't worry, I'm going to be going back to those. It's just when I learn a new medium, I really pour myself into that. That's my practice. And so as I'm trying to make this worthwhile investment, I need to practice it out. So let's see, my favorite color so far right now, I mean, I like them all, but this one I think is my favorite. It's the R81, which is a rose pink, which is just a beautiful soft pink. So I think that's my Copic marker color pick of the month. Who knows if I'll have one next month. Speaking of Copics, the next thing I want to show you guys is an app that I got on my phone. If you have Copics, this is a must-have app. It's called Copic. And the Copic app allows you to catalog which markers you have. There's over 340 some markers. So it's hard to know which markers you have, which ones you need to go. And this is nice because I can have this with me when I go to the store. So you just simply touch the color family and it highlights the ones that I have already. Now when I get there, I can click on any one of these when I purchase it, and it highlights it there for me. Then I can also go to the browse, which gives me the whole Copic family, and then I can choose a color, and it actually gives a photograph of the marker on paper. So I can see exactly what that color is going to look like with a one swipe over, double swipe, and then fully saturated. So then I can say if I want to purchase this, it puts on a buy list so that I kind of have a shopping list, or if I have it in stock, things like that. It is a free app. I actually absolutely adore it. Also has complementary colors. So if you have this color, these are the colors that would complement it. Just so much fun. So check this app out if you have Copic markers, called Copic. The last two things that I want to talk about are some books that I have that I have been really enjoying. I've actually had these books for a long time, but I always go back to them. So I always want to kind of put in a few art books to kind of show you guys a little bit of my art book collection. So this one is The Art of Cardcaptor Sakura, and I love this. It's not really a how-to book, but it just has lots of just drawings and illustrations, which I find super duper inspiring. So if you're having a hard time with artist block, or you just need some extra inspiration, I find art books are awesome. So even if they're not, tutorial based, it's just fun to look and find out what you like. So I don't even know if this is in print anymore, but I really enjoy this. Is number 2. I don't have number 1. So yeah. Well. So the last item that I want to share with you guys in this monthly favorites video is this book written by Eric Goldberg. If you guys don't know who Eric Goldberg is, you need to check out my Draw My Life video. You'll find out all about him. But he wrote this book, Character Animation Crash Course, and it is super duper awesome. And it has just tons of things about animation. It really goes into some fun traditional animation, and of course gives tons of geeky information about it. It definitely is not just the beginner's guide to animation. He really gets into the nitty-gritty of animating, which is awesome. Also, if you still don't know who Eric Goldberg is, this would give you some hints. But then also what I really like about this book is in the back, it has this cool little DVD, which has a whole bunch of files that he has animated. So it's like, so cool. So there we go, my monthly favorites for the month of January. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure to let me know in the comment section below and that you'd like to see a February favorites. Or if this is not something that you're interested, let me know also in the comments, because I really want to make videos that you guys are interested in. But I thought this would kind of help answer some of the questions that I get about what supplies I am currently using. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and until next time, God bless you guys, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye!